All right, hello Chelsea fans, hello football lovers all around the world. Today we'll be talking about the title race between Manchester City and Arsenal. Yeah, is the title race blown open? Has the title race just be blown open by Arsenal? That's a million question begging for an answer. Yes, because Arsenal versus Bournemouth result yesterday showed one of the reasons why Arsenal cannot be considered or may not win the league. You can't consider them as one of the teams that is capable of winning the league. Yeah, they are about to bottle it up again. They are about to throw the title race open again. When you look at the Chelsea match against Man City tomorrow now, we will be having a lot of drama in that match because as it stands, Man City smells blood, and like a shark always does. Once it smells blood in water, it rushes at the prey. Now, will Chelsea become a prey to Manchester City? Well, let's find out in the match tomorrow against Manchester City at the Stamford Bridge. Wow. Liam Rosino and the team will have to find out what happens or why Man City may be considered one of the giants in the world, in the EPL and the English football. Because as it stands, Man City are beginning to fear them because what is a team that you need to be scared of right now. We really need to be scared of Manchester City because the game against Liverpool was one of their best game of the season so far. In their quarterfinal against Liverpool in the FA Cup. When you look at their game in the Carabao Cup, you could also see that Man City could win dirty as well. Now, talking about their stand, though Arsenal still leads at the top of the table with 9 points, leads Man City with 9 points. That 9 points could be cut short to 3 by the time Man City play their 2 games in hand. Though one of the benefits for Arsenal is the fact that they are also going to play Manchester City in one of the outstanding matches. One of the 2 outstanding matches that Man City has left to make it 32 matches. Arsenal has played 32 matches with 70 points, while Man City played 30 matches with 61 points. So, the next one for Chelsea tomorrow, we don't know. We can't tell. For Chelsea, in the game against City, Chelsea needs to make sure that Man City does not win at Stamford Bridge tomorrow. And if they do, then Arsenal is beginning to have a problem. Arsenal will be having a problem. Title race could be about to be thrown open. Yes. Anyway, I'm a Chelsea fan. I must confess, though part of me don't want Arsenal to win the league, but at least they've tried. They have tried. They have tried, and if they don't win it this season, it's going to affect a lot of things. It's going to affect the players psychologically in a lot of ways. Because they're already looking exhausted. They just need a little strength to push through. I hope they do. I hope Arsenal players will be able to sit back, talk to themselves, and rally around themselves to make sure they push through to the finishing line. Otherwise, Manchester City is there to take the first place, and to be it will be shocking if Man City should win the league, then win the FA Cup as well, which means three games or three trophies. Probably once they win that, maybe Guardiola will be ending it on a high, or will be bowing out with three trophies. And that, I must confess, is not something that I want to happen this season. Though part of me don't want Arsenal to win the league because they are closest rival in the EPL. But at the same time, I must confess to you, they've tried. They have tried. Arsenal has tried this season. Arsenal as a team, they have really tried this season. They have tried. But if we look at the banter, we will say, I don't want them to win the league. All right, now let's talk about that's about Arsenal. Now let's talk about Chelsea. Liam Rosenau. Liam Rosenau, can you prove to us that you are the right manager for the club? At this moment, we need to know that you are right for the club. Otherwise, if Chelsea cannot take at least maximum 3 points from that match against Manchester City, because as it stands, Manchester City will be under pressure to take 3 points from Chelsea due to the fact that Arsenal has dropped points at home to Bournemouth. Yes, if Arsenal has dropped points, then City will be under pressure to win. Then let's see what happens. Let's see the tactics that Liam Rosenau will employ in that match against Manchester City. Otherwise, I will say that he is not fit. If we cannot take 3 points, at least 3 points from that match, then Liam Rosenau is not fit to be on the seat at Stamford Bridge, to be on the bench at Stamford Bridge. That is it. These are the kind of games where you know the kind of manager you have. These are the kind of matches that the manager has to step up and prove himself. These are the times when players need to step up and prove themselves as well. In that match, we'll see. But if they capitulate and they lose heavily against Manchester City, then I think the owners should start rethinking the position of Liam Rosenau in the team. Though a news came out saying that he is free from sack until 2027. Let's see what happens. But as it stands, I still feel that Liam Rosenau needs to prove himself. If you will all agree with me, I still think Liam Rosenau needs to prove himself at the club as it stands. Yes, because there are a lot of things to be done. There are a lot of areas he needs to fix in the team. The department he needs to fix for the Chelsea board. But with what he has, he should be taking 3 points at Stamford Bridge. For crying out loud, 3 points at Stamford Bridge is what we need. As a Chelsea fan, or as Chelsea fans, nothing short of 3 points at Stamford Bridge. And if that slips, then we need to rethink the position of Liam Rosenau at the club. Then the last but not the least, rumors has it that what Marcus Senesi of Bournemouth is considering Chelsea or Manchester United. His contract at Bournemouth is what ending this season, and the contract will not be renewed. So he may likely leave Bournemouth by the end of the season, and is thinking of what, either Chelsea or Manchester United. Yes, we all know Marcus Senesi, the centre back for Bournemouth. He is a veteran in the game. He is also an experienced defender, a hard tackling defender, and also a ball carrier. Chelsea we won't be bad with what Marcus Senesi at their centre back. I think he's 27, between 27 or 29. Should be 27, 29 years of age. Then, if that's it, this is the experience we have been clamoring for. Let's go for experienced defenders. With what? Pedigree in the league, who understands the league. We are also hearing of what? Murillo of Nottingham Forest. These two centre backs are being considered by Chelsea. They are considered for signing by Chelsea Football Club this summer transfer window. Yes, I think Chelsea needs a defender with what? With experience, who can organize that defense, that Chelsea's defense, and then by next season we will see the difference. Otherwise, we will have a repeat of what we had this season. Thank you, Chelsea fans. Thanks to all football lovers around the world. Have a nice day. Have a nice night. Everywhere you are watching me from. Thank you. Chelsea for life.